Hey, Thought Zelda, what's happening? Am I getting a Wii U? I already have a Wii U, unfortunately. I rely on YouTube Archive. I mean, that's there, but you won't be able to see the chat. Let's see. Twitch VODs don't load. There's the first response is from 2016, which is weird. I don't know. I wish I could help you if you're having problems with that, but I explained it all in the video, pretty much. Our VOD's good. Nightbot seems to think so. All right, let's start building something else since we've hauled everything that we need to haul in here and we're growing all the crops. We need to start mining, I think would be a good idea. Preemptively mining some components as we see them, and of course we're going to be building a lot with steel. So where is the best place? I see a lot of components, but not a ton of steel. It's a good place to start. So we're looking for these little chunks on the side. I know that they're compacted steel just by looking at them. But these are different rocks. We got granite here. There's some steel just on the ground there for us to take. Very accessible. We got some more steel on this side. Components are that kind of dark brown color, whereas compacted steel is more of the kind of speckled rocks. Got a bunch of muffalo down here. We could go hunt some muffalo if we can get a nice place to cook them up. Those would be tasty. Try a different browser. This actually is not a bad idea, Go Revolution. If you're having problems with Twitch VODs, you might try a different browser. There are a couple websites that I've been to that only work in one browser or another very well. Super lag when nerds ask RimWorld. It is indeed. Rip Colony, overrun by angry muffalo. It would be all over if they decided to turn against me. I think what we should do now is start working on individual bedrooms. I'm using Firefox right now, super lag, but I did use Chrome before, and I had CPU problems with it, but never any problems with Twitch. For some of you, I feel like it might be a connection issue. Like a server connection issue, but I don't know how to fix that. Let's think. I believe we want to make steel. Do we want to make it out of steel? No, we should make it out of wood. We should start with wood. They're both flammable. Steel has a higher resistance to damage and has more HP before it breaks. We kind of have to figure out where we want to build first. Now, normally, and by normally I mean in the past, what I would do is I would go here to orders, take the planning tool, and meticulously plan my mega structure. And I do still want to make a giant structure, but I've learned my lesson since then, and it's been long enough since we last played, that I think it would be smarter to make something that is a bit more manageable and eventually grow into that super structure, which we're probably going to build over here. Like, it's probably going to be like north to south. It might be like a giant J, like here and here. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and build our temporary structure, like right over here. I know we've got this, but I'm talking about independent individual bedrooms. We're not going to do the next 5 hours of planning, but I very well could. Please fix server. Will do. Get right on it. Red Coat trying to help people out. I appreciate it. Hopefully it can help somebody. Hey, Pink Azebo, what's happening? Look at all the waves. OCD triggers incoming. Probably, but you know, if you know me, we'll eventually fix it, right? Sometimes we do start with the temporary building that ends up lasting for 10 to 20 hours, and then one day, it will be fixed. Okay, so doesn't somebody here need a smaller room than everybody else? Is that not true? Let's look. We have... likes food, depressive. I think we need to give you a nice room because you're depressive, Alpha Tig, so you don't fall into despair. Okay, so nobody wants a smaller room. That's good. So let's go wooden wall. We're gonna go all the way to, we'll start on the road. Okay, how about from right here? I'm trying to kind of think about how I'm eventually gonna do this. We'll just do it along the road. Okay, I'm just making sure all this soil is buildable. Like, you can't build on marshes, for example. So we're gonna do 5 across. We should make these rooms very comfortable, in my opinion, and very spacious. So we're gonna do this. That's where their shared wall is gonna be. And there's only need to be 3 bedrooms right now, but we also need to consider the possibility of having a medical ward and having a prison. Having somewhere to store people. So these are gonna be the 3 bedrooms on this side. And what I would like to do, I think, is cancel you. Ooh, I like the new circle. It's a little bit more visible. There we go. We're gonna do 4 bedrooms. And that kind of opens us up. So how big do we want these to be? These are currently 5, which I think is the optimal. So 5 by 5 is pretty good. But I could make them into little pods. That's 5, and that's 5. Okay, perfect. Okay, but here's the thing. I want a bigger than a 1 wide hallway, so I need to move some of these over. It was just a matter of time, right? We were gonna do this eventually. So I want 1, 2, 3 space wide hallway, which is on the grandiose side, but I think is ultimately necessary. Okay, and then doors. The doors should probably go on this side so that they're not accessible to outside raiders quite so easily. And what I would like to do is get even more fancy, if you will allow it, because I can't have these like weak gaps in between. He hasn't even been playing for an hour yet? I have been playing for an hour. Thank you very much. But everybody knows the beginning of RimWorld is the most important part of the game and should be treated with the most patience and care and attention to detail, right? Came back from the cruise. Well, hope it was fun, Pink Gazebo. What's new? We're playing RimWorld. It's pretty new. Bachelor Trek, what up? Wafflin says, I just found out how to use nerds after being here for 7 months. You must have a lot. Sesh Boogie, thank you for the Twitch Prime sub, by the way. Hope you're having a good day and having fun. I really haven't been playing for 2.5 hours. We've only been actually playing for about an hour. But to be fair, the beginning of the stream was a little on the crazy side, let's say. Look, they don't need to have 5 by 5 bedrooms to get us started, okay? 5 by 5 is too much. So we're gonna go for my classic. I end up making every bedroom look like this, kind of, on accident. We're gonna do something different from this in the main building. Shh, don't tell them. Yeah, if you just got here, yeah, we've been playing for about 2.5 hours. Right? Okay, so we want a 1, 2, let's just do a 2 wide hallway here. This is gonna be our holding cell. Which is a little on the extreme side. And yes, I have to do unnecessarily strange designs for every single room, as you should all know by now, I hope. Okay, I don't really like, maybe I do like that. Because we'll do a door here. This is gonna be either the hospital ward or the holding cell or the kitchen. It's just gonna be a slightly larger room. And then on the other side, should we do the exact same? 1, 2, 3. Okay. I don't know exactly how big that was, but I think it goes to here. Perfect. Now it's just like the other ones. Now what I'm probably gonna do is, since they're probably gonna attack in here, I might even just fill that in with a double wall just to give it a little bit more reinforcement. Speaking of, how do I want them to enter? Probably via a door that sticks out like this. I think that's fine. There's like a weird cubby hole in here, but I'm just trying to kind of close this up now. And we'll do the same thing on this side with the door in the middle spot. Okay, now what about the left and right? I feel like those, like having two doors is enough, such that the other side should just be completely closed off like this. And this is gonna be our kind of starter area here. We've even got like a space in the middle for activities, whatever it is that we want, I don't know. They look like glasses. Do they look like glasses? Maybe. I don't know, I think it looks kind of cool. I love watching the planning stage. It's oddly satisfying. Hallway on top is 3 wide. Yeah, 1, because it goes like this. So like there's just not a hallway down here is the problem. So what I would have to do if I wanted to is just kind of change this around a little bit. And maybe connect it here, then push that down, and then get the doorway in. So that way there was a hallway from here all the way down to there. Is that what you're saying? Does that make you feel a little better? Where are all these subs coming from? Very artistic, so comfy. It's beautiful, not functional. Hey, if you want squares, there's probably like 20 YouTubers you can watch instead. If you want like OCD kind of unnecessary, that's why I'm here. Right? Okay. I like the way this is going. Make a fountain in the middle. I want trapezoids. There are a lot of corners for lights and plants. Light, plant would look pretty cool. Lots of corners here for lights and plants. Can you even make fountains in RimWorld now without mods? There used to be a mod that I had. It's a 2-headed ghost. Oh, I see. Like if you just only look at this, it's like it's just a face. It's the I'm firing my laser face, right? Okay, so this is gonna be our starter house. Our big house is gonna be like here, then here. It could be the D face too. So they're gonna start working on that a little bit at a time, but to kind of help them along, we're gonna forbid much of this. And what this will do is kind of focus their efforts on the parts that matter, because the first thing we want them to make just is the bedrooms. And after that, then we can unforbid the rest. So I'm kind of just scheduling their work order right now. We're gonna unpause and just let them go. We'll do 2 times speed because I think they're all going to sleep right now. They're doing a great job so far. Should the starter house have a kitchen? It can really just be one of these rooms. What we'll probably do is have 3 rooms for the colonists. 1 room for either prisoners or med bay, or both. It could double. And then we'll have a kitchen and subsequent table with chairs in one of the other ones. And this is just space. And then we have space in the middle, maybe for a rec area, so they can have a pool table or something fun to do, right? Okay, while that's sleeping, while they're sleeping there, take a look at some notifications here. Sesh Boogie, I think I said thanks for subscribing, but just in case I didn't for some reason. It was 10 minutes ago after all, and I don't want to miss anybody on this fortuitous evening. Sesh Boogie, hi, how are you? And thank you once again for subscribing. Maybe a second time. Wafflin says, oh yeah, I did read that because I read Wafflin just found out how to do nerds. So you get thanked twice as much. Snipe76 says, if I can create a real-time co-op mod for Real World, would you play it? No, co-op in the real world kind of sucks, I found out. You just got another person trying to make decisions for you when really you want to be the boss. I prefer playing real world solo. That way I'm in charge of my own destiny, and I get to decide, you know, what I spend my extra money on and where I go out to eat and the clothes that I wear, all sorts of things. Like if I want to watch Netflix, I can watch Netflix. I don't have to kick anybody else off the TV. Playing real world solo, I think I have the most freedom and agency as a player. If I want a dog, I can get a dog. If I want to sleep in, I can sleep in. Co-op real world is a lot harder, I think. But honestly, I'm about to switch to co-op real world here very soon. So I'm taking it up to the next level of difficulty. Wafflin says 20k nerds to harass you with. Oh boy. Drumming Lizards, thank you for your gift sub. One Ronick. Excuse me, One Ronick, thank you and congratulations. You are the recipient of this amazing award, the likes of which few have ever seen before. Mental Pop-Tart, thank you for subscribing with Prime. Appreciate your generosity, guys. People were talking about Pop-Tarts the other day. Technotos asked me a Pop-Tarts related question. Disrupted Harmony is here with Prime as well. All these Prime subs coming out of the woodwork. Thanks for sharing your Amazon with me, guys. And Jeff Bezos, thank you for the free money. If you're out there somewhere in my stream right now, Jeff Bezos, I hope you're learning a thing or two about how to play RimWorld. That guy builds at lightning speed. Yeah, that was one-time speed, by the way. This is 1x, not 2x. Zero Rig, what are your skills there? They are a 9 in construction as a solid professional. Moving on up to level 10. That seems faster than I remember. This is 2x. Okay, we've still got some wood supplies there. We're definitely gonna need to cut down some more trees. So what we're gonna do is go ahead and issue an order here to chop all the wood that is inside the area that we're gonna be building in anyways. And what we'll probably do actually is pave all this, and that'll act as a way to cut down the plants and the small trees that haven't quite grown and aren't ready to be chopped down. So instead of just doing harvest plants, we're just gonna pave it. But we're gonna pave it after they build up the wall, the surrounding. Also a hard worker. Oh, good point, good point. Yes, with our hard worker trait here, we work at 20% faster than everybody else does by default at standard settings, which is awesome. Inside these rooms, of course, we have a key ingredient that we want. I like to do double beds. Unfortunately, I did not build my rooms with double beds in mind, so there is not a good place for them at all. But nightstands are in the game now. So are dressers. There's an end table, yes. So what we're gonna do is have the beds here and here, and then on the left side, and then next to them will obviously be an end table. So that does, I think, fill in the gap very nicely and kind of balances out the room. End tables are a small bedside table which make nearby beds a little bit more comfortable. Must be placed directly adjacent to the head of the bed. More than one end table has no effect. So don't at me, Veronicorn. Etalyx, congratulations. Hey, not sure what for, Sage Destroyer, but thank you. Hey, congrats to you too, by the way. You should play Mule. I don't even know what that is. Bachelor Trek. They wanted 1.0 by the end of summer. I think he's shooting for end of year. I just remember reading something from Tynan that said it was going to be a, quote, long time till 1.0, and that's when I was finally like, it is my time to shine. To wake back up to the world of Rim. Pinkaziba says, I have too many nerds. You should set up more stuff that I can buy with nerds. What would you guys even want nerds to be able to redeem for? What would you even want? Thank you. Hey, you're welcome. My pleasure. This is going to be a 5-star dirt motel. Give us real money. Real life money. Real money. You guys understand I'd be arrested, right? There would be like a illegal contest. Hugs. Amazon gift cards. What, for nerd redemptions? Midas photos. I want nerds to spin a wheel. What is on the wheel? Give us free merch? I can't give you, like, physical things, right? For nerds. I can't give you real stuff. I really like the way this is turning out so far. Oh, we've got a bed in here already. Nice, normal quality bed. Thank you, Zero Rig. We're cutting down some trees with I'm Fire. Alpha Tig is out here. I think was mining, getting some steel ready and prepared for us. We're gonna be putting that to use pretty soon, actually. We're gonna need to get... We could get a wood fire generator. I almost never start the game with this. Maybe it would be good in such a small beginning. Like, I could put it inside of this pretty stout slate wall room. I could make, like a steel door here. Possibly. And then fill in the rest with, like, a steel wall. And just put it in there. I've been told it's not worth it before, Eddie, but I've also been told that it is worth it, and why haven't you done this? So I might just try it out. It's only 4 components. We have a lot. We're gonna open up some of our resources here so we can kind of see what we got. We've got 30 components right now and a lot. I think there's a healthy amount still left to be mined. I would like to try wood fired and see for myself. I've almost never used this before in RimWorld. I'll put it right in the middle. I'll try it. We'll forbid it for now, though. Let them finish building the bedrooms. I think that's more important first. Fix the horizontal hallway before it's too late. I made it 2 on purpose, and it's actually 3 if you look into it. Because all I would have to do to fix it is delete this row of blocks. So it actually is a 3-wide hallway, but what I've done is effectively keep one side smooth and the other side choppy so that there's some little spots for us to put lights or plants or anything like that. So 2-wide hallway there is fine, because it's still, this is still even in the middle. Like, this room is symmetrical. Need some joy in RimWorld life. Hey, Sandman. Nerds to kill a character. What, like, okay. So what you're trying to say is have nerds to name a character. Oh, you guys want to have, like, what's that Christmas game? What's that Secret Santa game where you can, like, steal someone else's gift or open your new gift? Like, I could steal a character for double the amount of nerds of name a character, and you outbid the person that has already redeemed name a character. That person would hate me, though. White elephant. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. But it would be hilarious. That is so troll, but it would be pretty funny. I would feel terrible, though, for somebody that didn't have many nerds. It'd be funny if you could bid nerds. That would be really fun to me. Have somebody, like, try to outbid the other person. To name a character. We might do that for the next new character that joins the colony if they're not one of our original people that were named from chat. Okay, so far Randy Random has been fairly kind to us. It's been giving me some time, as it should. This is only like the 3rd day. Day passed since your arrival too. We're getting a little bit of time to get some... An unusual heat wave has begun. Heat waves can quickly kill people if they start getting a heat stroke. Stay cool by building a cooler or getting deep under the mountain. It begins. Things are heating up now. Speak of the devil. I guess we'll build that wood fire generator faster. I don't know how hot it's gonna get. It starts at 72 right now. Luckily